Once upon a time, in the quiet little town of Pinewood, nestled at the edge of a magical forest, there lived an old woodcarver named Geppetto. One day, feeling lonely, Geppetto decided to carve a wooden puppet to keep him company. He poured all his love into the creation, shaping a lively, smiling boy he named Pinocchio. That night, as Geppetto lay in bed, he gazed at his puppet and wished upon the brightest star. "Oh, how I wish you were a real boy," he whispered. To his amazement, the star twinkled and sent a shimmering beam of light into his workshop. A gentle voice filled the room. "Geppetto, your wish is granted," said the blue fairy, who appeared in a swirl of golden dust. With a wave of her wand, Pinocchio blinked and stretched, coming to life. However, the fairy warned, "Pinocchio, you may become a real boy, but only if you prove yourself brave, truthful, and kind." The adventure begins the next morning. Geppetto was overjoyed to find Pinocchio alive and moving. He decided to send him to school to learn and grow. "Be good, Pinocchio," he said, handing him a small bag of coins to buy books. As Pinocchio skipped through town, a sly fox named Ferdinand and his cunning sidekick, a cat named Cleo, noticed him. They approached him with false smiles. "Why waste your time at school when you could visit the land of fun?" Ferdinand purred. "It's a magical place where children play all day and never have to work or study." Tempted by their words, Pinocchio agreed, forgetting Geppetto's advice. The duo led him deep into the forest, where a mysterious coachman waited. The coachman took Pinocchio and other children to the land of fun, a carnival full of games, sweets, and music. The hidden curse at first, Pinocchio had the time of his life. But as night fell, something strange happened. The children began turning into donkeys. Pinocchio's ears grew long, and his laughter turned to brays. Realizing he had been tricked, Pinocchio escaped, running back into the forest. He stumbled upon the blue fairy, who shook her head sadly. "Pinocchio, lies and bad choices lead to trouble, but I will help you this time." With a wave of her wand, she returned him to his puppet form. "Remember, only by being brave, truthful, and kind can you earn your wish." Facing the giant whale determined to make amends, Pinocchio set off to find Geppetto, who had gone searching for him. Along the way, Pinocchio heard that Geppetto's boat had been swallowed by a giant whale named Monstro. Bravely, Pinocchio dove into the ocean, swimming through waves until he found Monstro. Inside the whale's belly, he discovered Geppetto, shivering and weak. "Father!" Pinocchio cried, hugging him tightly. Together, they devised a plan to escape. Pinocchio gathered driftwood and lit a fire, causing Monstro to sneeze them out into the sea. The final test exhausted but safe, Pinocchio and Geppetto made it to shore. Suddenly, the blue fairy appeared once more. "Pinocchio," she said, smiling warmly, "you have shown courage by facing Monstro, kindness by saving Geppetto, and truthfulness by admitting your mistakes. You have proven yourself worthy." With a wave of her wand, Pinocchio felt his wooden limbs transform into flesh and bone. He was now a real boy. Happily ever after, Pinocchio and Geppetto returned to Pinewood, their bond stronger than ever. Pinocchio never forgot the lessons he learned, the importance of truth, bravery, and kindness. And so, they lived happily ever after, surrounded by love, laughter, and the magic of second chances. The end.